Hi, Mikki. Oh, fuck. You know, when you get out of a hot shower and it's a warm day and you're like overheated now all of a sudden? That's about how I feel right now.
Hello, this is the Wandering Minds podcast. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That was the worst when I lived in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Because of the fucking humidity.
Where did Rajnita just come back from? Was it Tennessee? Yeah. She said there was like cicadas everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Is that insane or what? Do they just like swarm?
So they're the 13-year bugs, aren't they?
I don't know.
They are. They're 13 or 17, I don't remember, but cicadas like live underground for so long and then they cycle through and come out.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's fucking cicadas everywhere. They sound really cool.
Really?
It was neat to but like find their like outer body shell things when they shed.
Like they shed? Like snakes?
Yeah, but they'll be like attached to tree limbs.
Yeah.
And it'll look like a whole bug, but
That's
it's
crazy.
And like their legs are like, well, like this.
Yeah.
Right?
Just attached. Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's
Rajnita
cool.
sent me a TikTok or something of over there, and you see in the sky, it's like storm clouds, but it's not. It's just a swarm of cicadas.
I never saw that.
Really?
Yeah, but
wow.
I know that it can happen.
Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy. Anywho.
Cray.
Yeah. Cray. Welcome. Been a while. What's up?
It has been a while.
Busy. We've been busy. Woo, sheesh.
Yeah, just I don't remember if we did this before or after I went on vacation, but vacation and then I got fucking sick and then I was out of town. Then I was sick some more.
We had Carlos and Arik on. I think that was the last one we had. We were gonna do one, but then we didn't end up having time.
Yeah.
So yeah, last one was Carlos and Arik. We're gonna have them on again soon, I think, to talk about their fights that they just got done with. But yeah, it's been a while. We've been super, super busy. It's really hard to get these out sometimes.
Yeah, because, we restarted and wanted to recommit to doing it at least once a week.
Right.
2 at the most, and I think it's been 3 or 4 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is...
It's okay. Anyways, just going with the flow. It's fine.
That's
the way I like it, right?
That's all you can do.
Yep.
These are my favorite sweatpants, and they got a hole in them. It's sad. It's a sad day.
It is, but you can sew them or put a patch on it.
I could.
I mean, that's something you can keep your favorite sweats.
Yeah.
If you did that.
I'd keep them with a hole, too.
Oh, there you go. Well,
yeah.
Yeah. As is.
It's not likely.
Good way to be.
It's not likely to happen.
Right.
Be putting a patch on them.
Oh.
Oh,
man.
So you're a few weeks out from...
Competing? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Father's Day in Newport.
2 weeks, Sunday.
Is it really 2 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, fuck. I've been thinking about it, but it's like, it's one of those things. I've been so busy with work that it's like, I haven't even really been, it's like, okay, whatever. It's just a thing.
Yeah, well, it's only 2 weeks away. Today Friday?
Today is Friday.
Yeah, and it's on a Sunday, so yeah, it's 2 weeks.
Wow.
Fuck. Some days.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's good. Get that out of the way.
Yeah, because then you wouldn't compete again until November?
Yep, correct. In Vegas. That's what we're going to Newport for, is to qualify for Worlds in Vegas.
Yeah.
So.
Is anybody else going with you?
Not that I know of. Being on Father's Day, there's not really... I mean, I know other lifters that are going to be... So there's Saturday and Sunday lifting competitions. I'm lifting on Sunday. I know Alex is lifting on Saturday. A couple other people that I know from Anytime are going to be... Alex,
the referee?
Yeah. There's a couple people competing on Saturday. I don't know who's going to compete on Sunday. I don't even know who's going to... I think Martin's going to go to watch me and maybe be my handler because it's Father's Day. I don't really want to burden Molly with being gone because, it's Father's Day. She needs to be with her husband and her dad or whatever. But but we're only going for qualifying numbers anyway, so we'll see how that goes.
Nice.
So, yeah, I at this point in everything, this close to it, it's like you just want to get it over with.
Yeah.
You just want to be done and over with it, but...
You got new Crocs. That's what I'm looking at.
SpongeBob. Well, Patrick, actually. Aaliyah got these for me.
What does it say on that?
It says, is mayonnaise an instrument?
I don't watch SpongeBob.
Oh, man.
But I do love mayo.
Yeah, mayo's good stuff.
Oh, yeah, that one little giblet is a mayo jar.
Yep, mayo, and then it's got Patrick, and then it's got his rock that he is his house, and then I'm not really sure what that is.
SPF 45.
Oh, yeah. That was in the tanning episode. But anyways, yeah.
Yes.
So, what's new with you? Still house hunting? Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Other than that?
Nothing's new.
Yeah. Isn't that funny? I mean, we've had weeks and there's really nothing new. It's all the same.
Yeah, it's all the same. Still looking for a fucking house. Still trying to work out regularly. Still working.
Yeah.
Like, it's all
the same repetitive. Do you ever just sit there and remember that movie Groundhog Day?
Yeah.
Right? And it's like, do you ever like wake up and you're like, everything is such a fucking routine? And it's like, fuck, this day is exactly like the other day. Right? Do you ever think that?
No.
You never analyze that? It's like when I get up, I got my routine, right? I get up and I get my drinks ready. I get my breakfast ready. I feed the dogs. It's like almost the same exact routine every single day. And then I go to the gym and then I come home and work. Or if I'm not at the gym, I go to work. And it's like the same every single fucking day.
Yeah.
That's just insane to me that like there's nothing really different about my routine.
I think for me, every day is different based off like I have an appointment here. I'm supposed to get lunch with this person or a fucking kid is sick or something. So it's not
the same repetitive.
Yeah. It's like the gist of it is the same. Get up.
Right. Yeah.
Get the kids up. Get them to school. But like
you have variables.
At that point, all bets are off.
Yeah.
Like Ruby didn't go to school today. So it's just like right. The other day Solomon didn't go. Right. It just depends.
Right.
So it's not always the same.
Predictable.
Yeah. No, it's not predictable at all, which is frustrating, honestly, because I get like mentally and emotionally like attached to like, all right, this is how my day's going to go. This is my plan. Like,
right.
Specifically around the gym.
Yeah.
Like, all right, like mentally preparing myself, like, all right, tomorrow I'm going to do legs, like get ready for that. And then if something throws me off in the morning, it kind of like fucks with my whole...
Throws a wrench in that whole...
Yeah. Like...
Yeah, I get that. And I guess mine is probably very predictable and very much the same because my shop is on my property.
Yeah.
Like I literally work at home.
Yeah.
So I guess that's probably why mine is so... I mean, even with my details, it's like, and this is one reason why I don't post very often anymore on my Instagram because it's like they're always the fucking same. It's always the same.
Yeah, it goes really fucking dirty and now it's really fucking clean.
Yeah. and it's really hard to really, for people with the, the layman eyes, they don't really can appreciate the in-depth, the deep clean.
Right.
That I do with it. Like I sent before and after of that white truck that I just did. It was a paint correction, ceramic coat, and all that stuff. And I sent the before and after side by side shot to my client, and he was blown away by it. But he said it took him a minute to understand what he was looking at.
Yeah.
Right. So that's what's frustrating to me, especially when I'm taking pictures, before and after pictures, because they take fucking time to do.
Yeah.
Right. I try and get the exact same lighting, the exact same angle, the exact same everything.
Right.
I don't alter anything because I want it to be exactly the same and authentic and real, not filtered, none of that bullshit. A lot of these places will filter shit and it's like, that's fake. Or
you hit it with the right light and then you can't see.
You can hide shit. You can really be deceptive. And it's like, that's one thing about like outside pictures or certain pictures. It's like, you can get a reflection anywhere you fucking go on a dirty ass truck, right? On a dirty ass car. But if you put direct lights into the paint, you're seeing flaws, and a lot of the shops don't show you that shit, right? But that's what I try and show. I don't know where I was going with that, but it takes so much time.
Oh, the monotony of it, essentially.
And it's always the same. Like it's just boring, right? People seen it. You've seen the same fucking thing. The cracks, the dirty cracks, the clean cracks, the dirty carpet, the clean carpet. So it gets a little bit, what's the word I'm looking for? Cumbersome? No. Is that the word?
It's monotonous.
Yeah, it is monotonous. It's boring. Yeah. And it just takes so much time for me to do it. And then I fill up my phone like this. I got probably with that white truck. Look at all those pictures. Can you see how many I got right there?
Yeah.
And those are like, okay, I have to go through and find which one matches that one. So it's exhausting. So, and Cash is getting on me about like doing a YouTube, and I really would like to do that. And I actually made some videos, cause I watch YouTubes, and it's like, you got these dudes that don't know what the fuck they're doing. Right. And it's like, they get thousands of fucking views, and their details are like, and I'm not trying to be a hater. I'm not trying to be a hater, but my level of detail is deep, clean, is authentically clean. Right. And so there's so many steps to the way I detail. And then you get these shops that do just very superficial shit, and they're getting thousands of fucking views and likes and all this shit. And it's like, fuck.
Yeah, but does that generate them any income?
I mean, at that point, it probably would. And I'm not trying to be a hater. I mean, I've gotten a lot more experience than most people around here. I've been in business. I've been detailing since 97. There's very few people that have been actually doing what I do as long as I've been doing it. Yet. Jeez. Right? Look, bullshit. but you know what I mean? It's like I've earned my stripes for sure. But again, you know, I've literally created my own source of income. So that's something for me to be very proud of.
Absolutely.
Right. And it's one of those things where you don't really feel, I guess you feel very undervalued and underappreciated from people, because they don't really understand where I dug myself from.
Yeah.
Right. And I've said this to people before. And again, I'm not trying to be a hater. I'm proud of everybody for accomplishing shit. But most of you haven't accomplished what the fuck I've accomplished. Right. I'm not looking at you. I'm not looking at anybody in particular, but in general. Right. It's like, I started my business 3 years out of prison. Let that sink in. Right. I started my business, my own source of fucking income, 3 years out of prison. Most people are somebody else's bitch 5, 10, 15 years out of college, right? And again, I'm not trying to be a hater, but I think that there's a lot of undervalue and underappreciation for somebody who's a real hustler, who's a real grinder, who's like literally dug themselves out of nothing and created something, right? And again, I've had my wife help me, you know, so there's a partnership in that, but I think that when it comes to real hustle and grind, the monotony gets exhausting because you just don't feel appreciated.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you really knew where I started to where I'm at, you would look at me different. Most people would look at me different. This isn't mommy, daddy money. This is me hustle, grind, do what the fuck I needed to do to make shit work. And I'm not even sure how we got on this topic or how I got on this topic, but
sounds like you need to rant about it.
Well, I do. I do. I feel it because you got all these people that just don't do shit, and they want to flex like they've fucking done shit in their life, right? No, you fucking haven't. You don't know what hustle. You don't know what grind is. You got people that fucking talk about hustle, grind. You're somebody else's bitch. How the fuck is that a hustle or grind? And again, if you're successful and that makes you happy, good for you. But you don't know what the fuck a grind is. You don't know what a hustle is. You don't know what it takes to get from the ground up on your own. I guess that is a rant and a vent, but...
It's okay, though.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I am the king of my own castle, though. And that's the thing. I think the thing is you may not like me, but you're definitely going to respect me, right? Because I command respect, no matter what. And you're smiling, but you know it's true. You know it's fucking true.
You sound so cocky.
It's true. It's true. I mean, we get a lot of motherfuckers on here. It's
that's
like,
why I'm
no,
laughing.
you ain't no fucking. You know, a lot of people think that they're about that shit. No, you're fucking not. No, you're fucking not. You know, we see through people all the time. Yeah, it is cocky, but I've earned my stripes. I got street cred where a lot of these motherfuckers don't even know what street cred is.
This is all being recorded.
Yeah, exactly.
I've heard this rant before, so it's not.
Yeah, it's not nothing new to you.
But it's funny that like this is the time and place it's happening.
Right? It's just it's one of those things. Yeah.
Don't generally edit the Podtalks.
Don't do it this time either. Anyways, let's get on to you. Back on to Mikki talk.
Me, I got nothing.
Yeah, you got something.
Anybody want to buy me a fucking house? I'm open to it. Anybody want to give me $50,000? I'm open to it.
Yeah, me too. Actually.
Yeah. Anybody, maybe I should start a GoFundMe. Poor, pitiful Washburn family can't raise any fucking money.
You guys are doing fine. What are you talking about? Just because you haven't gotten...
Oh, no. So, honestly, what is screwing us over with this housing thing is the fact that we don't have the money for the down payment. We just don't, unfortunately. We don't have, it would probably, not the down payment, but the, the closing costs and shit. Mm-hmm. This is different than it was. I asked Rhett, I was like, when did this change? Because this is the fourth house I would have will be buying, whatever. And I've never had it be, negotiable that the sellers don't pay the closing costs. Yeah. And now, because that was something that people used for leverage with when the housing thing skyrocketed, buyers would say, oh, we'll pay our own closing costs. That'll save you money. Because people were so desperate to buy houses. Yeah. And so now it's finally turned around. I asked Rhett, I was like, when did this fucking happen? Because now the issue is that we don't have the money for the closing costs. Yeah, which we call seller credit. What the fuck? The seller pays the closing costs. That's just the deal, right? Yeah. But now, that's not how it is. Huh. And so the price range we're looking at is around $20,000, and unfortunately, we don't have $20,000 sitting around. Yeah. And so we're having to basically overbid on a house, and then the concern is all right, is it going to appraise for that much? Because say the house is $10,000. If we need 4% closing cost, what is that, $400? Regardless, I think it's $400. And we have to say, okay, if you want $10,000 for it, we will pay you $10,400 if you pay the closing cost. But if that house is only worth $10,000, then and it doesn't appraise for $10,400, then we can't get a loan for it, and the seller can't sell it for that. So we are getting outbid by people who have that cash to put towards their closing costs. Yeah. And also people who have this last house that we didn't get was $435,000, and they went with a cash offer. Somebody has fucking $435,000. Yeah. And it's not the first time, because I think one of the other houses we lost was a cash offer also. So that's really where the struggle is. We can afford the fucking payment, ridiculous payments, $3,500 a month for a house for my family of 6. Yeah. For a mortgage, but that's what is killing us is we don't have
the cash down. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have and we don't even need the cash down, right? Because we have the VA loan, which a lot of people conventional loans. They're 5 to 10% cash down, 20%, whatever. It's not even that. It's the closing costs.
That sucks.
Because this is a new thing in the housing market, and it's really screwing us over. Because never have I ever paid out of pocket when I closed on a house.
Well, and you guys...
And I never had to negotiate it either.
You put offers in on at least 4 houses now, right?
Yeah, that was the 4th. We were going to put an offer on a 5th one yesterday.
So what's up with that? I remember you telling me.
That 5th house?
Yeah.
So we were getting all ready to submit it. We got the pre-approval letter and everything, and... they took it off the market for the week. I don't know. Fuck? All I can think is they're going to take it off, do some fixing of it, and put it back on next week and at a higher price point. Jesus. So I don't fucking know.
That's fucking lame.
Yeah, because we
nice
were
property too.
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what happens next week. When it comes back on. Yeah. Maybe the people were like, oh shit, we don't have the time to sell this week. Maybe we're going out of town. We can't. I don't know. And Rhett asked the other agent, and they didn't reply as to why they took it off. It was just crickets. Wow. So yeah, that would have been the 5th house yesterday we put an offer on.
That sucks.
Yeah.
That really sucks.
We'll see what happens next week with it.
Yeah.
Honestly, the house we're in as far as I know, is still getting foreclosed. The auction is supposed to be June 10th. If it's June 10th, we would have probably at least until September because the 90 days eviction.
Yeah.
At least. But I don't want push come to shove and it'd be like, all right, we got to fucking move out.
Right.
We're going
to
buy and this.
You offered to buy the house from him too.
And and he didn't reply.
Nothing.
Yeah. He's a piece of shit.
Yeah, that's fucking lame. Huh.
Yeah. So, that is really what's killing us is just not having the large amount of cash to pay the.
It's hard to have a large amount of cash in these days, but apparently somebody does because they're paying cash for houses.
Yeah, almost $500,000 just sitting around. Fuck.
Those fuckers.
Yeah.
Huh.
So, in my head, I'm like, how can I make really quick money?
Well, you can wrestle guys. Right?
I don't think Joseph would be on board with that.
Oh, yeah. Well.
And I don't think I'd be good at it, honestly. I'd be like, oh, my hip.
Well, I mean, there always is the foot thing.
I know. I'm like trying to hide.
Yeah, you better hide those bad boys. You don't want to start advertising that shit.
I'm trying to hide them because like they're cold and I turn purple when I'm cold because I'm.
Do you really?
Well, I'm like transparent, translucent.
True. Yeah.
I'm so fucking pale that you could just turns purple.
I've been getting tan every day. Every time there's sun out, I'll spend at least 5-10 minutes just sitting in the sun.
Wow, it would be so nice to have a yard I could sit in the sun without my shirt on.
Yeah. Yep. I go all the way down to my boxers.
That's fantastic.
As long as nobody's home.
Yeah. No. So where we live currently, if I wanted to sit in the sun, I have to sit in the front yard.
Yo.
Just because of the way the backyard, it's like a shallow, wide backyard.
Yeah.
And there's not space for like hanging out back there.
Right.
So if I want to sit in the sun, I have to sit in the front yard. And we live in a cul-de-sac. And like the neighbors are always outside because they're always doing something with their yard. Mm-hmm. And it's just like.
That's how ours is too. Very neighborly.
Yeah. Which is great. Like our neighbors are nice, but still like I don't want to go out there and like lay in the sun in my swimsuit. It's just weird.
Why? Fuck them.
It's just weird.
Fuck them hoes.
I don't want to like make anybody feel bad about themselves.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
That's what I said. Oh, so I went to outdoor school with Solomon, and that was fun. He's in 6th grade, and it went on a Thursday and a Friday. And one of the days they did several different activities, but one of the days they did like a rock climbing wall.
Yeah.
And the teacher was like, "Why don't you do it?" And I'm like, "No, I don't want these." They're 12-year-olds. I don't want them to like feel bad about themselves. So.
Right.
I'm gonna stay on the ground.
I would have fucking served those motherfuckers.
I mean, honestly, I wouldn't have been able to get very far. Oh. Solomon, though, was one of 3 kids in his group that was able to get to the top of the most difficult one.
Wow, good for him.
Yeah, I'm really proud of him because he fell off a couple times, but he held on.
Yeah.
Fell off like his feet slipped, but he still held on, was able to pull himself back to the...
fuck, sorry.
I know, our conversation is riveting.
Can make it?
He was able to pull himself back to the wall because it was like where like you go up and then
and out a little bit.
Yeah, and then he was able to.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah, he's very strong-willed in that regard. And
yeah, and he's not afraid of heights. That's good.
No, but I also heights. Like love that he's 12 years old and like wanted to hang out with me.
Yeah. I used to hang out with my mom until, well, I mean, we used to go to the movies all the time, and I don't know how old I was, but it's like I was never embarrassed to hang out with my mom when I was younger. I was a mama's boy.
None of my kids seem like they are.
Really?
So far. I think Samuel, I wouldn't say he's embarrassed on me, but he's not like affectionate like Solomon.
Yeah.
So...
Better hide those fuckers.
I know. Like, what do I do with them? I put them on a red pillow. Like, I can only sit so many ways. So my fucking hips. Now they're hidden. Mm-hmm. Now you can't see them.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. So there was that. Lots of. I guess this next week. The kids are done with school in 2 weeks.
Oh fuck. Right.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Fucking this year flew by.
Oh yeah.
This fucking year, holy shit! It's already whatever month it is.
May 31st. Be my brother's 47th birthday. He was born in 77.
Wow.
Is that 47?
Yeah, because I'm 48. I was born in 76.
Okay.
I guess it depends on the month.
Yeah. Well, my sister was born in 76. That's how I remember how old you are. Because you were both born.
And you still haven't given me my birthday card.
Oh, it's on my desk. It's buried.
Which was in March.
2 months ago. Over 2 months ago now.
It's fucking buried. Why? That's why you haven't given it to me.
Yeah, because it's buried under my desk.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to see it and I was like, oh shit, I need to give that to Mike. Just like the toilet thing your mom let me borrow. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was in our dining room for a while. There was the walker and the toilet thing.
In your dining room? What a spot for it.
Well, because it was in the bathroom.
Yeah.
And then Joseph's like, you need to give this back.
Right.
And so we put it in the dining room thinking like
I
would give it back faster. And then he put it in front of my dresser.
Why not just put it in the van? I mean, that seems like the smartest.
Because if you put it in the van, I know, I'm over here all the time.
Right? Seems like it would be the...
Yeah, because now it's in front of my dresser.
But then it would be in the back of the van, and then you would fucking forget that it's back there.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I have a helium tank in the back of my van that I keep forgetting about.
Is it empty?
No.
Those could be dangerous, couldn't they?
No. I should take it out of there, though.
Probably. You never know.
Yeah, it's a full helium tank.
Yeah, I would. I don't know how... You should read the label, though, and see what it says about being in hot cars and or...
Getting, like...
Yeah. Clonking around in there. Mm-hmm. Huh. So, anywho.
Yeah. So, I guess there's that.
Yep.
How long is this transformation challenge? When did it start?
I think 90 days.
Right. It is 90 days, but when did it start?
I think 30 days ago.
It's been 30 fucking days.
I don't know. I don't know. It's been a couple weeks. I know Aaliyah's been on it. So I don't know how long it's been, but it's been at least 3 weeks, I would imagine. Why? Where are you at with it? How are you doing with it?
No spoilers.
Okay, no spoilers. No spoilers.
Well, let's just say the scale hasn't moved.
Well, that doesn't necessarily mean things.
I know. But, like, the last 3 weeks have been so fucked.
Yeah. Well, you have had a really weird couple weeks.
Yeah, it's the whole reason I was, like, apprehensive about doing it was, like, life always fucking happens, and then, like, I'm not able to, like, really commit.
Yeah.
And what ended up happening is I got sick, and I still am, like, recovering from it, this cough and shit.
Just hangs on.
Yeah, it's the cough that's hanging on and, like, not being able to breathe. But it wiped me out, like, energy-wise for, like, 2 weeks, at least.
Well, just get back on it.
Yeah, is that heater on?
Get back on the grind, no.
The orange light is on the bottom of it.
It's just because it's plugged in. It's not on, no.
Yeah, that's what I figure is I just have to, like, get back to it.
Focus.
Yeah.
I did a fast the other day.
Oh, that's right.
It was at least a 24-hour fast, I think. Yeah, it was about 22 hours probably.
Okay.
And I could have gone longer. And it's funny because I wasn't like planning to fast. I just did it and it was fine. I felt good. I felt light. I felt not bloated. When I did finally eat and when I was ready to eat, I wasn't like starving. I was just ready to eat. Right. So I could have definitely gone longer. I think with the fast is when you think about it, you overthink it. Right. When you think, you overthink and then you start craving. And I think that's the problem. If you're busy, you're drinking plenty of water. I think it's probably pretty simple to do. Maybe not for everybody, but yeah, it was just something I wanted to try. So I did it and I felt fine.
Great.
Yeah. So maybe you should try that. Reset your system.
I'm really hungry right now.
Yeah. Well, I think, and I probably talked about this before, but I think that when people can control their hunger, they can control everything. Right? Because hunger is like that animalistic instinct for us. As soon as we feel hungry, we think we need to eat, but that's not necessarily true. I think that people let hunger be and I'm not trying to say anything bad about it. I'm talking about in general. I think that if people can control their emotions when it comes to food, then they can control literally almost any other emotional situation. Does that make sense? Yeah, no, right? Not to you.
Not to a hangry person.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I mean. And Rajnita is the same fucking way, and Aaliyah is too. It's like you guys get fucking angry. It's like I get it. I mean,
like a drop in blood sugar.
No, I know, and I get that, but that's being out of control. That's not an emotional intelligence factor, right? If you get angry just because you're hungry.
I'm not actually angry. I'm just.
No, I know, but you know what I mean.
Yeah,
A lot of people do though, and it's like,
yeah.
Well, if you can't control your emotions when it comes to food, what the fuck else are you not being able to control?
Well, I think a lot of times it's subconscious. Like,
yeah.
Like, God, why am I so fucking cranky? And then I'm like, oh, I haven't eaten anything.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I think that can happen.
Right.
And I wouldn't say that is not being in control, because it's like the lack of awareness, like of why it's happening.
Yeah. But as soon as you're aware of it, that's where you can like capture it and be like, okay.
Yeah, no, and that's the thing with any sort of emotion is like once you're like, oh, okay, shit, like I need to calm the fuck down.
Right. Yeah.
This is why I'm reacting this way. It's the same thing with like trauma responses.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
So yeah, it's along those same lines. Like if you can't control the way you respond to a trigger, I hate that word, but like a trigger of some sort.
Yeah. Because people use that too much for everything.
Yeah, it's
like pussy mentality.
Yeah. If you can't control that, then you like the lack of emotional.
Yeah.
Not intelligence, maturity.
Yeah.
But there's a learning process that goes with it too.
Yeah,
like the awareness. It was interesting. So, Joseph was super fucking cranky this last weekend, and I was like, "What can I do? Like, how can I, like, help you?" Right? And he didn't know why he was so fucking cranky. Then Monday morning, I get a text from him, and he's like, I realized what it was. On his way to work, he started thinking about his buddies who had died because it was Memorial Day.
Oh, yeah.
And he got also an email from another friend of his. And I don't know what the email was. If it was like, oh, hey, how are you doing?
Yeah.
Happy Memorial Day.
I mean, why do you say happy though?
It's not fucking happy at all.
You don't say happy Memorial Day, just so you know. That's not a happy
it's not. Thing. Yeah. So he finally realized, like, this is why I was responding. Yeah. But it took him a bit.
Right.
Because it was
to register it, to process
it. It took until Monday morning when he was on his way to work to be like, oh shit, that's why I'm feeling like so heightened and emotional and like like overwhelmed. But it was all subconscious.
Yeah.
Right? Because like, it's Memorial Day, but
right.
We don't like sit down and like make a fucking list of all the people
and I think that
died.
A lot of people, especially men, I don't know women. I can never talk for women because I'm not a fucking woman. But no man is actually. But when we have an emotion, right? Men like to bury it. We don't want to feel emotions. So a lot of times we go to anger.
Yeah, because it comes out. Like anger is a byproduct of something else.
Yeah, it's almost never, I can't say never. A lot of times it's not anger.
Yeah,
it's something else. It's hurt. It's sad. It's this. Something is starting here, the fueling the fire, and then what you see is anger. But oftentimes it's like it takes us time to process. And if a man even does process, right? We're taught not to be tough, be strong, don't be a pussy, and don't. Yeah, and I agree with that. Don't be a fucking pussy. But not being a pussy means owning your shit.
Right, like be aware
of your shit. What's going on. That's not being a pussy. Right? I
agree with you.
Trying to understand your emotions does not make you a pussy at all. Right? And that's where I think that we got it wrong with a lot of society, especially Gen X, like us. I'm Gen X.
I don't know what I am. I don't even give a shit because they're all incorrect about me.
Right. I'm Gen X.
Ain't nobody know me.
Right. You don't know me, motherfucker.
So it's Gen X.
We just don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's
right. And that's the problem. Like. This pussy generation right here, they call it Generation Alpha. Alpha? Alpha what? Most of these dudes want to be bitches. Right? There's no fucking alpha in this generation. These fucking pussies that think that they want to be an alpha.
What age are they?
It's this new generation. It's like this.
Like the 20-year-olds?
Probably.
I don't know.
Probably.
Generation Alpha.
Generation Alpha is what they call this fuking generation. No. You don't know what a fucking alpha is.
I'm gonna give my old lady cackle where I can't breathe.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not
right.
it.
No, Gen X is alphas. I mean, but we're you know, it's true. We started everything, not everything, but we lived through the beginning of everything that is right now, right? You know, the internet, the you know, the rap music, the everything that's popular now was started in our generation, and we had to learn, whereas people were born into it in this generation. So we had to learn the hard way, essentially. And you're not very far behind me. So I think
I'm really not.
I think you're probably, I think
How
it's
old am
like 70s through the 80s. If you were born within that time period, how old are you? You're 45.
One.
Bull fucking shit. I think we've talked about this before.
I'm 41.
Wow. God.
Well, I'll be 42 in September.
42. You said like that. Right. Anyways. Yeah. No, this generation, you're not it. You're fucking not it. A bunch of little pussies. Seriously. No, there are some tough dudes out here. There are this little network of real people, but then there's this network of these people that don't even know who the fuck they are.
Misguided.
Yes,
So
very
confused.
misguided.
Yeah.
Very misguided.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think I've ranted enough today. I don't even know why. It's a good day. It is a good day. I am fucking kind of tired though and wore out. So I'm like that old man wore out shit. Where it's like, fuck you. Right? You just get that for no reason.
Yeah. I'm not an old man, so I don't.
But you would also dye your grays if you had them, right?
I do have gray hair.
Where?
They're all over my fucking head.
I don't. I see one.
I have a lot of gray hair.
I showed Rajnita. There was this reel of this lady.
What the fuck does that have to do with anything?
I don't even know.
Why would you?
Because I'm obviously an old man.
Oh,
right?
Okay.
But I sent her this.
Making the connection.
This I don't know. Okay. I don't old gray means that you've earned your stripes, I guess.
Okay.
Of this lady that allowed her grays to grow out and they turned into silver, right? And she had like dark, like black hair with silver, and it looked freaking amazing. And it's like Rajnita and most women like dye their hair. It's like, why not just let it be natural?
My sister has gorgeous silver hair.
Yeah. So does my mom. When she lets it grow out.
Yeah, your mom does have really beautiful.
I love it. I love the way that fucking looks. And it's like, I mean, it's cool that, you know, people dye their hair and all that shit, but why? It's like, why not just embrace the natural beauty that you have? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just our culture, unfortunately.
Yeah. Very superficial.
Have to look
a certain type of way.
Younger all the time. Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am disappointed. So I went and I got these highlights put in December. And it wasn't to hide the gray. It was just I wanted to do something different. But then I get home and the kids are like, "Oh, you look like you have so much more gray now." Because my gray it looks like natural highlights because of the color of my hair. Yeah. That's why it's not as noticeable. There's tons of gray. Now you can't see it as much because I got the highlights put in. Yeah. But she did a great job because I was like, I want it to look more natural. Right. Yeah. Right. I don't want like stark, like these are my roots and shit. But it's funny because the kids are like, "Oh, they noticed it immediately." But they called it gray. Like, "Oh, you have like so much more gray now." No, bitch, it's highlights. Right. Little fuckers. But, yeah, that's because that's what they look like highlights. Just because my hair. Right. Yeah. No, I have this friend. I haven't talked to her in a long time. Her name's Lisa. Dark black hair, maybe dark brown. Anyway, she has like this gray patch right here. Yeah. And it looks so cool. Yeah. And I don't know what caused it. I don't know that she knows what caused it, but like that contrast of
the
dark gray or the dark black, brown, whatever, and the gray.
And then the silver look. Yeah. There's a lot of people that get like a patch, right? Which is super interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
I get like when my beard grows out, I get these on the sides over here.
Right there.
Yeah. They're like, they're just pure silver right there.
Yeah, I can see
and then
them.
this is salt and pepper, more salt and pepper like my hair, but anywho.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I don't think so.
Okay. Let's go.
This was like twice as long as we had wanted them to be.
Oh shit. Yep. And I gotta get back to work too.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
What time is it?
Crickets.
Perfect.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.